what I say my students. It's not about just mugging from the books. No, our learning is different. It is from a practical perspective. Where is other comprehensive income now? Now Microsoft, the euro balance sheet and P&L is getting converted into US dollar in United States head office. There is no cash flow impact. So what we are supposed to do? Assets and liabilities at spot rate. Your revenues, expenses, everything will be at historical rate. Yes. Your P&L will be always at historical rate under both methods. Now, practically even they are saying, if this method is impracticable, a weighted average method for the period, so we take an average. Let's look at an example. They are giving an example. A US-based conglomerate has a subsidiary in Poland that keeps its books using zloty, its local currency. However, since the primary operation involved Eurozone activities, its functional currency is what? Euro. To prepare the consolidated financial statement, the parent must first remeasure all the unsettled transactions of the subsidiaries from zlotys to euros. These measured amounts are then translated into, look at the wording, remeasure and translated. They are not saying translate this from zloty to euro. No. Technically, the word is different. Now, look at the example. We are here zloty local currency. You will remeasure using temporal method. How? You should know it. Then we are reached at the foreign currency, functional currency level. From functional currency, from euro you are going into United States, US dollar through all current method. Why they use the word all current? Every balance sheet is all current except shareholder equity. P&L is historic. The shareholder equity is historic. Translation. You are in United States. Read and understand. Let's look at the questions. Page number 242, question number 24. Effects of foreign exchange fluctuations. If an entity books of accounts are not maintained in its functional currency, the US GAAP require remeasurement into functional currency prior to the translation process. An item that should be remeasured by the use of current exchange rate is an investment in bonds to be held until maturity, a planned asset and associated depreciation, a patent and an associated accumulated amortization, the revenue from a long-term construction contract. Now, question number 24. A, B, C, 8 people answered, please. 2 of you, yes. In the exam, you will not get much time. So those who are slow, you should make it, let's say, fast, because 100 questions you have to crack in 180 minutes. 1.8 minute only you will get, not even 2 minutes. In your exam, MCQ exams, for 10 questions I have given you 20 minutes. You will not get that in exam hall. So speed is also important, maybe later. Those who are already completing the class, yes, for them this is relevant. Those who are new, okay, this is the way it is. Slowly we have to practice and make it up to the required level. An investment in a bond to be held until maturity. If that instrument, this question is straightforward, I would say. If that instrument is what? Debt securities held to maturity at cost, it's okay. If it is not at cost, if it is at fair value, this will be at monetary item. That is what it is. This is a monetary item. An investment in bond to be held until maturity. There is an exemption given there. The next one, question number 25. The economic effect of change in foreign exchange rate on a relatively self-contained and integrated operation within a foreign country relate to the net investment by the reporting enterprise in that operation. Consequently, the translation adjustment that arises from the consolidation of that operation directly affect cash flow but should not be reflected in income. Directly affect cash flow and should be reflected in income. Translation adjustments do not directly affect cash flows and should not be reflected in income. Do not directly affect cash flows but should be reflected in income. Question number 25. A, B, C, E, and E. Publish. Now please answer. Two of you are still again thinking. Please. Bunyamin and Vimal Jolie, okay, option 5. What is the question? Translation. My friends, we are here. This translation, what is happening in the United States? They are just converting. Is there any cash flow? This effect happens in the accounting books. Let's say this example from Poland, you convert to, from functional currency, you convert to United States reporting currency. The economic effect, gain or loss, due to translation adjustment will never affect cash flows and should not be included in net income. It goes where? Look at this statement, both of you. Any gain or loss will go to other comprehensive income, not earnings. Your earnings is your net income. This other comprehensive income which I showed you is coming below your net income or net profit. Alright, both of you got it? Say yes or no? Type. Yeah. Now let's look at the essay. It's just a theory question. Hans Electronics is an electronics retailer with a fitness equipment retailer subsidiary. Hans is a mature company with declining sales, while the subsidiary is growing and profitable. The management of Hans is considering several strategic options for the company as a whole. They considered purchasing additional companies to continue to diversify their product mix or split out some or all of the subsidiary into a separate company so that each company could go in a different direction. Ultimately, the concern is that Han is failing. Management want to maximize shareholder value, turn the company around and continue as a going concern. Define mergers and acquisition. First question. Second question, does the scenario describe a merger or an acquisition? Identify 3 possible synergies or benefits of merger and acquisition. Operational synergy, financial synergy, all those. Main question 2, identify and describe the following 2 types of divestitures: spin-off, equity carve-out. Identify whether either of this divested type is described in the scenario for this question. Whether we are talking about spin-off or equity carve-out. Now, you have to do it in the right way. You read the theory first, then you take your paper and pen and try to answer it. Then once you answer, compare the results. This I tell n number of times, but only maybe 30% of the students only follow it. And those students who follow, let's say other day we had some examples. Sir, essay question theory, but I could not write it properly. I said, what? Theory question you could not write? You could not analyze the situation? Is there any out of syllabus question? CMA Institute will never ask out of syllabus question. But they will not directly ask what it is, monetary asset or non-monetary asset. They will give a situation like Microsoft US or UK, where the gain and goes, what particular item, where it is accounted, how you hedge it, all those they will ask. And for some people, it is out of syllabus question. Sir, these questions are not in the claim. What? You will not get same question. You will get similar questions. In your text, there is, let's say those, some of you are, will be completing the class today with this topic. We finished it, FX. Now let me just tell some of the things. This I said initially, but if you are still not saw it in your client textbook, there is learning outcome statements. What you are supposed to know. Your exam will be based on this. Page number 453 and all. What is level ABC? What is your level of knowledge? You should read from page number 447 onwards. CMA Institute will test you on level C, knowledge level. What is knowledge level? You should have knowledge of the topic, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis and evaluation. And they are saying, let's say in FX, what they are talking about? Corporate restructuring. Identify defenses against takeover, golden parachute, white knight, all those things. Calculate the net profit and loss of cross-border transaction. Evaluate the impact of its net profit and loss. Recommend the methods of managing exchange rate risk and calculate net profit and loss. Calculate whether a currency has appreciated or depreciated and evaluate the impact. Demonstrate how, look at the word. Demonstrate how currency futures, currency swap, currency options can be used to manage exchange rate risk. And the questions will be related to this only. I know some of you may be writing the exam, those people who are completing today, I think for 5 students with the corporate finance, all the 15 topics are over. And our counselor will call you. You can continue the part 1 immediately, or if you are writing the exam, write the exam, then you will be coming back for part 1, okay? Our counselor will be contacting you. And just 2 exams, less than 1000 pages, both the material. Let's say 1200 pages. I don't know, part 1 book is, real material is about 700 page, and the real reading is less than that. Roughly 1000 pages, both books. And if you complete that, look at the opportunity. Some of you have, let's say, got for global ambitions. You want to go to places, foreign countries. Let me just play a video. Probably you might have seen it. One second. Let me copy the link. Come here. Let me see whether it is playing. Yeah. So I'll play inside your YouTube. See, just 2 exams. There is no other accounting qualification with just 2 exams, and which got so much international importance. And here you will find many people. Look at their qualification. Look at their designations. Multinational company, finance director, vice presidents with CMA qualification. They are not studied ACA, 16 papers. They are not done ACCA, again some 13 papers. Some of them you will find even CPA, just 4 exams. Look at the value of the US qualifications.
Hello, I'm Jeff Thompson, President and CEO of IMA. You know, one of the things I've always cherished as a CMA is our willingness and capability to always look forward, to always look ahead at what's next, to anticipate and create a great future. You know, I read a headline recently that talked about accountants bracing for technology and digital disruption. But listen and learn from 4 prominent CMAs who have determined how to embrace technology and analytics to increase the value proposition for the companies in which they work.
I think technology plays a big role in helping to revolutionize the finance department.
Technology really automates a lot of the processes
Vice
and
President
removes the
Finance,
work element out of
Johnson
it.
Johnson.
We are on the cusp of being able to take all of the data and all the information that our companies
IBM,
have
Vice President.
and bring it together in one place.
Technology in business now has us swimming in a sea of data.
Microsoft.
The CMA has kept me focused on what stories the data tells.
My CMA certification has truly enabled me to be confident about what I'm going to be expecting in terms of new technology, new things in the workplace that I haven't expected before.
The CMA certification for me is a vehicle through which I can navigate a changing and challenging environment. It allows me to understand the drivers of technology and the drivers of business decisions.
Taking the vision, the mission of the company, and translating it into what does that look like financially. That's what a CMA learns and demonstrates through the certification.
As far as technology coming into the finance and accounting world, I say bring it on.
We're going to see a sea change in terms of technology. I think we're going to be able to automate processes, generate efficiencies, and really change the way that we think about business problems.
When you've got a CMA, it says to the
Okay, you
world,
find many, yeah? Now let me just show you another one. Look at the companies they work. You just check whether it plays first. Just 2-minute video. All right, yeah, here we go.
I'm Jeff Thompson, President and CEO
So
of
introduction,
Institute
I
of
am just
Management Accountants
moving
and a
it
CMA.
fast.
You know, as a former CFO and industry leading credential in management accounting, the CMA program.
I think the CMA is the career path to
General
becoming
Mills,
aware
CMA
of
and
how a
CPA.
business operates end to end, and it's much more than just the technical accounting.
You learn about analytics, you learn about process improvement, decision analysis, planning
Nevada
and
State
control. Those
Controller.
are critical components of the work that I was doing.
I could walk into a board of directors
Plus
meeting and
this
say,
Benz,
we need to spend
accounting
$500 million.
manager.
We need, because here's the business case. This is
I can talk about law stuff. I can talk about tax. You know,
Deloitte.
I can talk about auditing. But really, when it comes to the heart and soul of what I want to deliver to my client, the CMA is really the gift that I can give to my client.
It is worthwhile for you to get your CMA.
Johnson
You will,
Johnson,
on average, earn
Canada.
more money in your
Johnson.
career and over the life of your career and attain a higher position in finance if you have your CMA.
People that get the CMA
Cummins,
within our company are very
Finance
proud, and
Director,
they have those
MNC,
3 letters
all our
behind their
MNCs.
names.
By going through the CMA, by going through the process of studying and ultimately taking the test, is showing to myself, proving to myself and to others that I had mastered that body of knowledge. Out of a resume package, a stack of, let's say, 100, for example, because I had the CMA, it got into a stack of 10, and I got a call. And
Treasury Controller, Microsoft.
and then I went through interviews, and I got the job offer. But that would have never occurred
if the CMA doesn't use.
So like that
It's
many,
really
you
the
will find
skill
many
set that I have as a CFO.
big
IMA
people.
has been with me from the very beginning of my career as a student member, all the way
When I was a
up to
student,
now
she
in my
was the
final
IMA
years of
chair,
my
huh?
career. And I
In
have
fact,
to say,
I have
wouldn't
written
have
some
been
emails
as
to her
successful as I am today had it
about
not been
expanding
for
CMA in
IMA
Middle
and the
East.
CMA program.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when you are very clear about the value of this course, why you are not putting 100% effort? Okay. So the choice is yours. So what I will say is, okay, in the next class, which is on Thursday, John sir will take another topic. Okay. And I'll be coming, let's say, after a month about the management accounting part. You send it to me. If you come across any doubt which related to John sir area, ask him. Okay. So those who completed the program, I wish you all the best. Okay. And our counselor will get in touch with you to check about your plans. And if you want to listen the classes, we can put you in the record version, but you will not be put in the live classes because new admissions will be coming, new people will be joining from next week. So, but still, 48 hours the recorded class will disappear, and here you will get approximately 2 months classes because new admissions will be coming, new people will be joining from next week. So, but still, whatever recorded here in this class you will be getting. And in many places, let me tell you, they allow only 48 hours. Then only there will be discipline. That's what they say. Within 48 hours, the recorded class will disappear. And here you will get approximately 2 months. Still, after some time, people say, can't we get it? We have no problem. But let me tell you, this is not about re-recording, recording, listening again and again. It is like YouTube, you just see it. But the main thing is understand the topic and practice. Practice element is more important. Once you complete the whole topic. Okay. But that's it. If you want it, we can give the access. There's no problem, absolutely. We are giving the access. But when we look at it, many people say, sir, I want it. Entire thing is down, uploaded here and give the access. Those people are not even listening or even switching on that videos. We can see from here. That is very sad state, no? Lunch is served, nobody is there to take the food. Imagine. The best way is, if you want to listen the class, here itself within the course, it will be there. But after 2 months, approximately, the classes will be automatically deleted by the server. So this you take note. But still, if you want, if you approach us, we will put you in the record version. You will be getting it, the classes. Absolutely, there is no problem. We will support you. But you have to do certain action. Okay? Now let me just